Alright guys, in this video I wanted to take a couple of minutes to go over a pretty interesting article that I came across from PlayStation Universe. The title of this article reads, "Fortnite is truly inspiring," says game director for Naughty Dog's multiplayer project. And I was pretty surprised when I came across this headline because that's just not really something I would have ever expected to be reading. So I clicked on the article and I read through it, and I want to go over this information with you guys and then give my thoughts on it because I do think that there is something pretty interesting here, as I said. So before we dive into it, be sure to hit the like button to help the video out and show it your support. And if you are new here to the channel, hit the subscribe button as well. So it says here, Naughty Dog has been working on a multiplayer project for some time now, which many of us presume to be factions. The last we heard anything about this project was just that they were hiring for a monetization designer. Multiplayer efforts in the past have worked out quite well for Naughty Dog, so it would be rather surprising if this new version of factions failed to at least capture what made the first one good. Although since the idea of a full standalone multiplayer game is still new to them, it's not surprising they'd look to the big players in the space to see what works for them. That was the case for Anthony Newman, game director at Naughty Dog, who is currently working on the multiplayer project. In a blog post about what the developers of Naughty Dog played over the year, Newman explains how his eyes opened to Fortnite after trying it for himself. So here's exactly what Anthony Newman said. "When I first started working on this multiplayer project, I had a very superficial opinion of Fortnite as something that was a mere toy for tweens, a passing fad that was only popular because of Drake. How wrong I was. Fortnite is truly inspiring, not just as a multiplayer game, but as a game, period. Epic takes incredible creative risks every season, coming up with new ways to totally transform the game, and they seem anything but short of new ideas. I've been especially impressed with the interactive concert events they created. A multiplayer interactive limited time musical event doesn't get much more innovative than that. Now if only I could learn to build." So that's what Anthony Newman had to say when it comes to what's inspiring him while developing this multiplayer project at Naughty Dog. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, when I first read this, I didn't feel too good about it at all because I just was caught off guard, I guess. I would have never expected a studio like Naughty Dog to come out and say, like, yeah, we're making this big AAA multiplayer game and the game we're most inspired by is Fortnite. But then I kind of thought to myself, you know, this actually does make sense. Now, you may not like this, but it does make sense, and I'm going to explain why. When you think about the success of Fortnite, when you think about the type of impact that Fortnite has had on the entire gaming industry, it makes complete sense why any developer would feel inspired by that. They would want to capture that and do something similar and find that same type of success and kind of just make waves in that same way. And when you think about Naughty Dog as a studio, they're one of the most prestigious studios in the entire world. They're one of the most well-respected, and a lot of PlayStation fans are very surprised and still not accepting of the fact that the next mainline title from Naughty Dog, the next big effort, is going to be a multiplayer title, not a single-player game, not a new IP. It's going to be a Last of Us live service multiplayer game. I know people keep calling it Factions 2, and that could be what it ends up being called, but it'll likely be called something else. And the fact that Anthony Newman is comparing, well, not comparing, but saying that he's inspired by Fortnite, I feel like this actually does reveal quite a bit about this game. I mean, job listings and job postings have revealed quite a bit about this multiplayer Naughty Dog project, such as it's going to be a live service title. But this, to me, absolutely confirms what I think a lot of us have been thinking for a while now, and that is Sony absolutely wants their own Fortnite. Not literally a Fortnite clone, but they want to have their own multiplayer offering, their own free-to-play live service offering that can achieve the same level of success or a similar level of success as something like Fortnite has. And so maybe I'm reading into this too much, maybe I'm taking too much out of it, but considering we haven't heard anything really about this game, we have yet to see anything of it, it's hard for me not to, feel a certain way when I read this quote. I just don't know exactly what to expect, I guess, other than the fact that this is going to essentially be The Last of Us Fortnite. And to a lot of people, that may sound extremely concerning, but the more I think about it, the more obvious it is, right? The more I think about, well, how does Sony, achieve a huge level of success with a service game? This is how you would do it, right? You would look at a game like Fortnite. You would go play a game like Fortnite and try to figure out, what is so special about this game? What has made this game, kind of rise to the top and basically just stomp everything else? I hope that I hope that Naughty Dog ends up nailing it with this game, because even though when I first read this title and I first read this quote, I wasn't feeling too good about it. I was feeling pretty like, okay, that's making me, feel like concerned. But at the same time, I have told you guys that I do like multiplayer games just as much as I like single player games, and I don't have a problem with live service games when they are done right and when they're not coming at the expense of narrative driven single player games. So I guess I hope that Naughty Dog is able to do it. I hope that Naughty Dog is able to achieve what it is they're looking to achieve here. And I get this feeling that when we learn about this multiplayer game for the first time, I've said it before and I will say it again, I think people are going to be shocked. I do, in a good way. At least I'm hoping it'll be in a good way. I think that when people look at Uncharted's multiplayer, and when you look specifically at The Last of Us Factions multiplayer with The Last of Us 1, you can kind of think to yourself, well, they were good, but they weren't really anything crazy. So, maybe I'm not going to have very high expectations. But then again, we've never seen Naughty Dog put their full force and full effort into a standalone multiplayer project. And the fact that they're looking to Fortnite for inspiration in terms of what they hope to achieve, in terms of innovation and success, I don't know. I do think that if I had to say what the general reaction is going to be when we learn about this game, I think the general reaction is going to be shocking in a good way, where people are going to be like, I can't believe what Naughty Dog's doing here. It looks incredible and I want to play it. Again, that's me being optimistic and looking at the glass half full, because when I first read this, again, I have to emphasize, when I first read the title, I'm like, yikes, this doesn't sound good. But after putting more thought into it and really thinking it over, it makes sense why somebody like Anthony Newman at Naughty Dog would say something like this. And so I guess I'm just going to end this video by saying I hope we see this game sooner rather than later. I'm very eager to see what the standalone Last of Us multiplayer title is going to look like. I want to get an idea of just how ambitious Naughty Dog is with this title, and I want to get a better idea of what exactly Sony and Naughty Dog are looking to achieve with this title. And if this quote from Anthony Newman is anything to go by, I think it kind of reinforces that, yeah, they're going big here. They're going very big. So yeah, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you did enjoy it. Be sure to leave your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm going to be very interested to hear what you guys have to say about this. Again, leave the video a like, subscribe if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share this video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.